Hi, my name is Christine Zecca, and I'm presenting my media content analysis for HEA 471. The question I propose to answer is how the media shapes our view of the Syrian crisis in Europe. I selected two feature articles from the media outlet Voice of America. These articles were dated 1 week apart in March of this year. The central theme that ran throughout the two articles were hope, anger, anxiety, tension, fear, rain, hopeless, despair, deal, plan, maybe. I categorize these themes by a color coding system and tally marks. You will see examples of this system in the next two slides. At the time the articles were written, the European Union and Turkey were in discussions on trying to decide what to do with the Syrian refugees at the Greek-Macedonian border. The first article, Refugees in Greek Camp Fight Anxiety, Illness, Boredom, was written from the perspective of the Syrian refugee. They have hope that maybe things will get better. Unfortunately, many do not understand the deal that the EU and Turkey have provisionally worked out. It calls for the EU to resettle one Syrian refugee from Turkey in return for every refugee Greece gives back to Turkey. The police and the United Nations officials are worried that the plan will provoke anger, as tension and anxiety are already high at the camp. This tension is due to under-resourced facilities at the camp, and parents are feeling anxious about their children's well-being as a respiratory infection is running through the camp and there is an insufficient number of doctors available. The second article, A Long Greek-Macedonian Border Sense of Defeat Takes Grip, is also written from the Syrian refugee perspective. Ali, a refugee himself, is quoted as saying, "We are hopeless," as they are waiting for Europe and Turkey to decide their fate. Also in the article, a very pervasive theme is the weather. Rain and cold and mud set the tone of the despair felt by the Syrians. After reading these articles, one comes to understand the anxiety and hopelessness refugees face day in and day out. So, does the media shape our view of this refugee crisis? This picture is from the first article dated March 9th, 2016. I leave you with this picture as it depicts the living conditions of the Syrian refugees at the Greek-Macedonian border. After days of rain, the conditions at this makeshift camp have worsened, leaving the refugees feeling defeated.